Welcome back to Weekend Learning with Transit. I am Bola Mensa, and I'm glad you are here. Last Friday, we talked about owning your work ethic. And we said work ethic is the values and habits that determine how seriously you take your responsibility, whether or not someone is watching. Now, this is episode 2 of series 1. Series 1, we are talking about the effective worker. And so we did episode 1 last week, owning your own work ethics. Today is episode 2, managing up. Let me ask you a direct question before we start. Does your manager, your director, your supervisor, or whoever sits above you in your organization actually know what you do every week? Not in general terms, specifically. Do they know what you completed, what you are working on, and where you need support or approval? If your honest answer is no, or I am not sure, then what we are talking about today is going to change something in your professional life. So this is series 1, episode 2, managing up well. Managing up well. Managing up well. You are not just managing what is in front of you, you are also managing up as well. That's what we are looking at today. So I want to tell you a story about John and Ibrahim with regards to managing up. Same ministry, same grade, same year of entry, same capability. Same federal ministry, for example, same grade, same year of entry, both hardworking, both capable, both genuinely committed to their work. 12 months later, John has been assigned to lead a high visibility interagency committee. His director referred to him by name in meetings. He has been shortlisted for a senior role, 1 grade above the current position. Ibrahim, on the other hand, is still waiting, still delivering quality work, still wondering why nobody seems to notice him or what he's doing. What separated them? What separated Ibrahim and John? It was not qualification. It was not connection. It was not who they knew. It was one habit. Just one habit. Every Friday, before close of work, John sent his director, who is his immediate supervisor, 3 lines. What he completed that week, what he was working on next, and one thing he needed a decision on or approval from his supervisor. John did that consistently every week, and that is all. That was the difference. That was what separated John and Ibrahim. Ibrahim assumed that his work would speak for him. And of course, his work did speak, but the work just whispered. So nobody heard. Because nobody above him knew enough about what he did during the week to amplify it. John's work also spoke for him. But because of that singular habit, his manager had the context to repeat whatever John has sent. Oh, this week in my department, by the help of John, we have finished this. We are working on this. Next, we will be doing this. defend the work, and the manager also championed it in rooms where John was not in. If you have an subordinate like John, because what John was basically doing was to make the life of the supervisor easier. This was what we completed this week. This was what we are working on. This, I need your... John was looking beyond his desk. John was looking beyond his desk. So same work ethics, same organization, but one different habit. That habit is called managing up. And by the end of this episode, you will know how to build that habit. So what is managing up? Managing up basically means building a productive, professional relationship with the people above you in your organization. And in this case, especially your immediate supervisor or boss or whatever, or team lead. It simply means understanding what your supervisor needs or your manager, how they think, what they are under pressure about professionally, and how your work either helps or complicates their lives. And we can see what John was doing. John was making life easier for the supervisor by keeping the supervisor up to date in what is going on. Most professionals focus entirely on the work in front of them. Managing up asks you to look up as well, not just your work. Look up the person who is supervising you to see the biggest picture your manager or supervisor is trying to deliver in your department or your unit, and to position yourself as someone who makes that picture easier to achieve. It is not about being a yes person. It is not about flattery. It's about being strategic with one of the most important professional relationships you have. So it's not about politics, it's a strategy that you understand what your manager needs and you align your work to it. So I want you to pause and reflect. Think about your manager, your supervisor, your team lead, whatever is the title right now. Do you know their top 3 priorities this quarter? Do you know? Do you know what keeps them under pressure professionally? Do you know how they prefer to receive information from you? I want you to reflect on that. Do you know how they prefer to receive information from you? A quick verbal update, a written report, a WhatsApp message, or a formal memo. Do you understand your supervisor that way? If you cannot answer these 3 questions, you do not know your supervisor or manager yet enough to manage up effectively. You can only manage up effectively when you know these things, these basic 3 things. So this is not a criticism, it's your starting point. I'm not criticizing you, I'm not judging you. This is your starting point. So let me tell you about 5 things that every manager needs from you, every supervisor needs from you. Every manager is different, but there are 5 things that almost every manager needs from the people who report to them. Number 1, reliability. When they need to, yes, they need to know that when you say something will be done, it will be done. Nothing builds trust faster, and nothing destroys trust faster than the opposite. When you say you will do and you don't do it as at when you do, you are destroying trust. No surprises. Managers hate finding out about problems late. So if you want to manage up well, if something is going wrong, tell them early. A problem that you flag at 20% is manageable. The same problem at 90% is a crisis, and no manager will be happy about that. Number 3, solutions, not just problems. When you bring a problem to your manager, bring at least one possible solution with it. This basically shows that you have thought about it. You have not just come to upload it on them. So, for example, you need to deliver a product on Friday, and the product is coming in from outside your base. So this is Wednesday evening, and the product is still at the base. When you come to your manager, oh, with what the information I have, this product is likely not to be here on Friday. Solution, you can suggest, can we pay for express delivery? So they can send it by air and it will land on Thursday. So not just problems alone, bring solutions. Number 4, clarity. Communicate clearly and concisency. Your manager is dealing with multiple people and multiple priorities. So please go straight to the point. And that's why it's very important for you to know the communication style of your manager. Lastly, alignment. Show that you understand the bigger goal and that your work is connected to it. Managers trust people who can see beyond their own desks. Look at the department. Look at the teams, not just your own. Ibrahim was busy just doing his own. But you see, John was, oh, this was completed, I completed it this week. If John was, maybe John has a unit, we may likely say something, oh, we completed so this week, we are working on this. So the manager does not need to be cracking his head. At every point in time, he has a summary of what is going on in the department. That will help him to make decisions faster than reading Ibrahim's 180 pages report. So the story continues. Let's go back to our story, John and Ibrahim. One habit. And 12 months later, John has more influence. He's leading an inter-agency committee. He's one grade up. He was shortlisted for promotion. He was promoted. Just one habit. Every Friday, 3 lines to the director, his immediate supervisor. What I completed, what is next, what I need. What is completed, what is next, and what I need. So let's look at some practical actions that you can start this week for you to manage up well. I want to, number 1, learn your supervisor's priorities. You can ask directly. There's nothing wrong with that. What are the most important outcomes you are focused on this quarter, ma or sir? This question alone shows that you are supportive of your manager excelling or your department excelling. And no manager will keep someone like this far away. They will keep promoting you so that you are closer to them there. Number 2, adapt to their communication style, match their style. If they prefer short updates, give them updates, short updates. If they want details, give detail. Do not communicate in the style that suits you. Communicate in the style that works for them. Communicate in the style that works for them. Number 3, send the Friday updates. 3 lines. What you did, what is next, what you need. Make it a habit, not a one-off thing or off and on. Make it a habit. Even from the email, the supervisor can just build a history from what is going on in the department. Number 4, never hide a problem. If something is going wrong, surface it early with a proposed solution. Early honesty builds trust. Late disclosure damages it. And lastly, make your supervisor look good. When your supervisor, your team, or your unit succeeds, the supervisor also succeeds. So think about how your work contributes to the credibility of your supervisor and deliver accordingly. So let's look at the key takeaway for today. Let's look at the key takeaways from today's lecture. Number 1, managing up is a skill, not a personality trait. So you can learn it and practice it deliberately. Number 2, your manager cannot champion you if they don't know your work. So make your work visible by sending those 3 lines updates. Number 3, understand what your manager needs and adapt to serve those needs without losing your own integrity. We're not saying that you should not become everything your manager wants. No, but adaptation is very key without you losing your own integrity. Number 4, never surprise your manager with bad news. Early, honest communication protects both of you, so you can fix the problem faster. You can do this easily, starting from today. You can do this easily, starting from today. It will cost you maybe 5 minutes to build this professional habit and be consistent with it. Be consistent. Do it every Friday before the close of work. So your action step this week, just start. Send the 3-line updates. What I completed this week, what I am working on next week, one thing I need a decision on, or one thing I need your approval on more. For example, this week we completed child abuse policy. Next week we'll be working on domestic violence policy. I need your approval to send this or to do this. Do this before the close of work this Friday. So in conclusion, good work that nobody sees is a career limitation. You owe it to yourself to make sure the people who influence your future know what you are capable of doing. Not through self-promotion, but through consistent, visible, well-communicated performance. Managing up is how effective workers become the people organization cannot afford to lose. There's no any supervisor that will be supervising John and we want to, no matter what, to lose John. No, there's no supervisor that will want to lose someone like John. Instead, they will keep promoting John because John is someone who is thinking. John is someone who is making life easier for them. So I believe that you have learned one or two things from this episode. Please like, share, and tag someone so that more people can join and also benefit. So next Friday, we are going to be looking at episode 3, the shift from doing to leading. I don't want you to miss next Friday, especially if you just move into a leadership role. Don't miss it. Thank you very much for your time.